What's going on, beautiful people? It's your boy here, Wesley from AConnectionTV.com and A Connection TV here on YouTube, the two places on the World Wide Web where we actually adopt similar connections despite our differences. And I'm here to talk to y'all about episode 25, Big Brother 21. Now, I'm going to promise you guys, and I promise Davon, that I am going to audition for the next season, if there's another season. I'm going to audition for it, and I'm going to try my best to try to get in, because I definitely believe that I could be in the top 5 of Big Brother 21. I just believe it. I play the games as they're being played on TV, and 9.9 times out of 10, I'm always winning when I play at home. So I'm really thinking that I'm going to audition for this because it will just be amazing to be on the show, to really see, like, these people go through a lot and it is hilarious. But I guarantee if I was ever going to be on this show that America would not pick me to potentially go home, because I didn't review last week and I apologize for that. There's been a lot going on. And so I haven't been able to make the time to do review videos for Big Brother. And if there's another show that I want to review called David Makes Man. Awesome show. And I watched episode 1 and I'm going to review episode 2 and a little bit of episode 1 after this video. But it's just been amazing to watch. You know, the fact that America was able to possibly get Christie out of the house, but failed because Tommy didn't, like, it was what it was. Tommy took Christie off the block, so it was what it was. But the fact that America put Michie, Sis, and freaking Christie on the block said enough. And Michie relished it, and he was like, America hates us, America hates us. And, you know, Christie's, America hates me, America. Yes, we do. We do. We have been watching what you guys have been doing for the past umpteen months, and we don't like you, and we can't wait for you to go home, because the way you play the game is horrible. At this point right now, it's very interesting because the tides have turned, okay? The tables have turned. The covers have turned over. Y'all know the saying, because everyone and their mama hated Michie. But now it's like, is Michie becoming a hero? Do we want Michie to win the 500,000? I absolutely don't. But there's nothing we can do about it because he's actually playing the freaking game. Every time he's put up, he takes himself off the block. It is what it is. Or he wins HOH. That's how you stay relevant in the game. That's how you make it to the freaking end. Okay? And you know, I was talking to Victor downstairs about who I think has a possibility of winning. And Christie needs to go, because if whoever Christie is up against in Final 2, Christie's going to win. Whoever Michie is up against in Final 2, Michie is going to win. If Michie or Cliff are up against each other, Cliff is going to win. And then you take Michie out of that equation, whoever Cliff is up against, Cliff is going to win. So right now, Christie needs to go, Michie needs to go, and Cliff needs to go. Those 3 people need to go. If anybody else in the house is thinking of possibly winning Big Brother, and that's point blank into the period. If Jessica is up against Nicole, Jessica will win. If Jessica is up against Tommy, Tommy is going... No, I think Jessica will win. Well, no, because Tommy's been HOH and did things during his... It's going to be very tricky on that one. It's going to be very tricky. And I will probably say Jess. I will probably say Jess will win against Tommy. Jess will win against Sis. Jess will win against Holly. Jess will win against Nicole. Right. Nicole ain't winning nothing. If Nicole never makes HOH, she's not winning anything. Okay, let me get to the show. let me get to the show. And I need y'all to do me a solid and go and subscribe to AConnectionTV.com. Pretty please, because it's jam-packed with original content, written, directed, produced. by yours truly. And it's only getting bigger and better as we progress moving throughout this year. There are 6 shows that are going to be in production, including a sketch comedy show. So definitely subscribe to aconnectiontv.com. I wrote my notes. I'm going to go over my notes so I don't miss anything. Episode 25, Big Brother. Christie and Sis are on the block. Christie says she has a fire in her and she's ready to win veto. You always have a fire in you when you're on the block, and it's a fire of tears because you cry profusely all the time whenever you're on the block, and you think the world is against you, which we are, and you think no one wants you to stay, which the only one that wanted you to stay last time was Tommy. So it is what it is. Holly sits next to Christie and Sis looking awkward as hell. They don't say anything and Holly doesn't know what to say. I don't know why Holly sat down next to these two, knowing darn well her boyfriend put these two up. Very much so awkward in all caps. Holly is sitting there not saying anything. Sis is like, yeah, whatever. And then Christie's like, yeah, whatever. Y'all aren't friends right now in this house. Y'all aren't. And the fact that you even come out your mouth saying, Holly, oh, I didn't know what was going to happen this week. It's a bold-faced lie. It's a bold-faced lie. But that's what the 6 shooters have been doing this whole game, is lying. And, you know, it is what it is. But I was like, Holly, stop, girl. Holly, stop. If out of anybody in the 6 shooters right now, the only one that kind of makes me feel like, okay, I'm on their side remotely, is Michie. Honestly, because Michie at this point has been honest throughout his run. Once crap hit the fan, he started being honest about it, and he just been beating people, winning vetoes and taking himself off, winning HOH and putting people up. That's it. Out of all 6 shooters, that's the only one that I care about remotely. Jack is gone, hip hip hooray. Don't care about Holly, she's a floater. Don't care about Sis. Don't care about Christie. Don't care about Tommy. I just don't care about them. Mickey's the only one, and it's really interesting. It's really interesting. Out of 6 shooters, that's the only one that I care about. But I would love for Michie to go. I don't want any of the 6 shooters to win, but Michie is doing his thing, and you cannot hate on it. You just can't. Sis says whoever she goes against, she isn't going to go home. And I don't know about that, because if you go against Nicole, you're going home. I believe. I believe. If you go against Nicole, you're going home. I believe if you go against Jess, I think you're going home. I just believe that. I just believe that. I don't know. So her being confident about being able to stay in the house, I don't know how I feel about that. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. I don't. Mickey talks to Tommy and he says, I'm loyal to you and Holly. He says, I would rather die on my feet than live on my knees. That's a great saying. I love that saying. You know, Tommy saying, I'm totally loyal to you guys. And then he's in post-confessional like, you know, I tried to reconcile with Holly and Mickey, but Christie didn't want to do that. That's not my fault. I still have a good rapport with them, and it is what it is. Facts. It is what it is. Christie has always proclaimed that she wanted to get Mickey out of the house. It is what it is. Mickey's getting you out first, boo-boo. It is. Christie and Sis talk to Jess, and Jess says Nick is with the other side, and Christie says that Kat told her that Nick is working with Mickey and Holly. Of course, paranoia plays a huge part in Big Brother. If I were on the show, I would try my hardest not to be paranoid. But it would just, my paranoia will be resolved from winning vetoes and HOHs and being liked by everybody. It just would be what it is. It just would be what it is. Make a strong alliance and let it work. You know what I'm saying? Like, that would be me. But, you know, Nick has played both sides before, but he has said he's loyal to a fault. When he proclaims to be loyal to you, then he is loyal to you. We can give Nick that. We can give Nick that along with his one lucky HOH. We could give Nick that. Other than that, he's whack. Like, he needs to be off the show. Sis talks to Nick. I wonder how Bella feels now that Nick and Sis are like chummy. Sis talks to Nick and she asks him to save Christie and he says, no, I'm saving you. Nick feels that he has a better relationship or a consistent relationship with Sis, and he feels that his relationship with Christie is not consistent. So he admits that he's going to save Sis. And, you know, it becomes a bit of a problem because Nick ends up telling Christie up front, yeah, I said what I said. I'm going to save sis. I'm not trying to save you. And, you know, Christie's all in her feelings like, well, I don't understand. I thought we were loyal. I thought we were a group. And, yeah, you have to realize, Christie, that when you've been playing the game the way that you've been playing the game, when you've been making moves behind the scenes, no one's going to want you in the game. Like, no one's going to want you in the end. And it's really looking like Michie is about to make it to Final 2. And if no one in this house is smart, Mickey's gonna end up making Final 2. We need to get Michie out of the house. Like, what's going on? Christie needs to get out the house. Nick needs to get out the house. Tommy needs to get out the house. Cliff needs to get out the house. No. Michie, Cliff, then Tommy all needs to get out the house. Need to get out the house. I would love to see Jess win it all. I would love to see Jess or Nicole win it all. First Jess, then Nicole, then Cliff. But the only way Nicole is going to come close to winning anything is if she wins HOH and creates a power move, getting her closer to the Final 2. That's it. That's the only way she's going to win. Whoever she's up against, if whoever is like the competitive beast, if they're thinking, they would save Nicole to the end so that they can surely win the 500,000. Like, if I was Michie, I would put me with Nicole towards the end because I would win. Well, Michie would win against anybody really because it is what it is. It is what it is. Like, Michie or Sis. Those two need to come to the end with me so I can win. It would be a surefire 500,000. Oh God, Nick act like he's getting an attitude because, you know, Christie is saying that she doesn't trust him. He's like, well, you know what? I'm really getting pissed. I don't really understand it because what I'm telling you guys, I really have your back. I really have your back. I'm like, whatever, bruh. Whatever, bro. They wanted you out of the house at one point. Now we're sucking their toes. Like, cut it out. You always look at me and see home. What? You always look at me and see home. What? You always look at me and see home. No, I don't. No, I don't. I don't know. I don't know what to say. She was crying in the shower. I was laughing hysterically. Not at her pain and at her pain and misery. I'm sorry. I just was. I don't care for Christie. She's a piss poor player, and she plays mischievous. She's a mischievous player. She's Maleficent incarnate. I don't like her. I want her gone, and hopefully she'll get gone. Michie wins veto. Christie says she is proud of her game. I don't see how, girl. America put you up for a reason, boo-boo. America put you up for a reason, boo-boo. You're going home, boo-boo. Holly and Tommy playing Baywatch, and Christie gets upset. That, I have to admit, that was kind of cold for Tommy to play Baywatch directly in front of Christie after neither of them won for veto, and he's playing Baywatch with Holly. I thought that was really cold, like icy cold. And I felt her, no, I didn't feel her pain. I was happy she was feeling pain, but I felt it when she, like, I could empathize with her when she was like running from room to room. Like when she got up and she was pouting and she's like, and then she went in the other room and then she went upstairs to the dirty ass room and she was like, and she was like, is anybody coming to watch me cry? Is anybody coming to watch me? I'm gonna get up. No, I'm gonna get back down because I know somebody's gonna come. And then Tommy gets there and she's like, no, I'm okay. I'm okay. No. But you really didn't have to do this. We were supposed to be friends. No, I get it. But this is horrible because now I come in the house with a friend that I think is a friend, but they're not a friend. I'm like, oh God, girl, stop it. How old is she again? Like, how old is she again? And I'm not going to say that I would never cry on this show. I would cry because I'm not going to say I wouldn't cry, but being let down by somebody that you think has your back could be hurtful to the heart. It could be hurtful to the heart, but I was loving every bit of her crying. Christie says, I love you both, speaks to Holly and Michie. Christie is campaigning, saying, let's get back together. Holly and Christie start crying. Michie doesn't care. He says, I gave you veto. I gave you a chance in veto. So this whole campaign situation that Christie has going on, and Michie is just sitting there like chilling. He ain't budging. He doesn't care. He doesn't care that Holly's crying over her friend. He doesn't care what Christie has to say. He's like, straight up, I put y'all up for a reason. You are a beast, and you're in front of my 500,000, so you need to go. That's what it is. And it is what it is. And it was funny when Michie knows that he's in power, he's the cockiest son of a gun. He is the cockiest because he pulls Tommy to the side like, yeah, you know, let's talk upstairs. What do you want to do? And then right after he's going to Christie and Sis and like, well, you know, I had to do it because don't take it personal, but I just had to do it. It is what it is. But you know, y'all are competition beasts, and it is what it. I'm like, okay, bruh, lower your chest, because if I was in that game, I wouldn't be saying that to you. You would have to win veto to get yourself off. That's what it is. What do you guys think? Are you just as excited as I am that Christie is on the flipping block still? And that Christie is going home? Christie's going home. If Christie doesn't go home, this is the dumbest season of... And then, what about Jessica talking about, oh, I want you to come back? What? Are you freaking serious? Jessica, that's dumb. First of all, I don't think Holly or what you call it would go after you before they go after Nick and Tommy, honestly. I just, if he's smart, or Nick and Cliff, if they're smart, that's what they would do. Because being next to you on the block, I'm winning if I'm Michie, I'm winning 500. I'm winning 500,000 really. After Christie, the only competition in the show for him is Cliff. So he would need to get Cliff off, and then Tommy, he would need to get Tommy off. But anybody else he sits next to, he's winning. So Michie is sitting pretty. Y'all need to get him out the house. Y'all need to get him out the effing house. I'm Wesley from AKNationTV.com and AKNation TV here on YouTube. Go to AKNationTV.com and subscribe. There's nudity on there. There's action on there. There's comedy on there. There's drama on there. So definitely go subscribe to the new Netflix. I'm calling it the next Netflix. Anyways, love you guys so much. And let me know right below, who do you think is going home tomorrow? I think it's Christie. Deuces.